Josiane is an author, and she has written a book, Save Your Marriage from Your Profession. The book is available on Amazon. And also from her, we'll get the contact details later on. Josiane, in her book, Save Your Marriage from Your Profession, she states that, unfortunately, as couples, sometimes because of our ignorance, negligence, and lack of commitment towards our marriage, we open doors for factors such as profession that are meant to help build the marriage to become a hindrance. Our God-given professions could be a source of pitfalls and dangers to our marital unions when unwisely prioritized. Josiane, as a wife and businesswoman, how have you managed to balance work and marriage? And what would you say to a young professional who sees marriage as a hindrance to a career path?
Yeah, Tafajwa, I would first of all like to applaud you for putting together such session, zooming on to marriage. You know, it's something that we need. We need more of this type of session. Looking at the rate of divorce out there, you know, most of us, we get onto marriage, we know little knowledge. You see, I always say that people go to school, obtain master degree, honors, and bachelor for all other things. But this thing that we call marriage, that is so important for our life, because most of us, we get into marriage so young and we are bound to stay into it. But we don't acquire so much knowledge. Society have not given us that culture, that environment where we are being given knowledge to be able to tackle that. So I really applaud this type of session. And it's very important, especially for young people out there. You know, to be forearmed is to be forewarned. So when you already know where you're going into, what you are leading into, even whatever come to your way, you can easily fight it back. So nowadays, we are facing so much, the rate of divorce is being so elevated, increased, because people don't know how to go about this thing. So thank you very much for such topic and for bringing me on for this specific one. Coming back to your question, how do I balance my life being a career woman and so on? I would say it's not always easy in the African continent, culture or environment. But when you when you know where you're going, it becomes easy. When you sit down and know what is it that you're dealing with, it becomes easy. For me, one of the key elements is the fact that I know what I stand for. And I will always advise couple that once you get into marriage, it becomes very important to have a vision for your marriage. Once you have the vision, you know what to bring in, what not to bring in out. You know when boundary are being crossed or being dismantled. You have at least a knowledge of all these elements. So the most important thing is to know what you want to achieve in your marriage. And this is not something that you do personally. It's something that you sit with your spouse and come out with a vision. And once that vision is being set down, the element of time, you know, we don't have so much time before us. Time management began too key, because there are certain things that you're not going to entertain because it's not fitting in the picture, it's not fitting in where you're going, on the purpose, the objective that you have for your marriage or for even your family. So we only have 24 hours. It becomes very critical to give priority to what is due. It doesn't mean that priority always have to be given to my marriage. There are times whereby maybe in terms of balance of will, the priority might be mostly given to maybe my work, my profession, based on what the objective that I have at that specific time. So so it becomes very important to first set boundary, and what is it that I have to bring, we have to bring in as married people or not? Is it achieving the vision of the family? what is it that we really want to achieve at this particular time, and also priority. What is our priority at a specific time? Because it do change based on the season, based on the objective or the particular season. I keep on repeating myself, but mostly I always say that when you value something, you give time to it. And if you value your family, you will find time. You will find time. And also, what is success for you? If success is defined by you being a career woman, okay, so be it. If it's your family, then you have to sit down and prioritize. So it's all about priority, and it's all about having